Smai Paup Sidachi. Hello everyone, how are we all? I'm just going to lift you up a little bit. There we go. Right, so today I'm going to be showing you the new paper pumpkin, which has been available in the US and Canada, possibly Australia, I'm not sure, but not the UK or Europe up until now. But now we can all take part in Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is different to your normal ordering stuff from Stampin' Up. You have a subscription for this, so you can either do it monthly, so you can say, well, I won't have it this month, I haven't got the money or whatever, so you can pause it, or you can pay for 3 months in advance or 6 months in advance, if I remember rightly. I'm just doing it on the monthly subscription at the moment because I'm not sure if I'm that interested, but I thought I must have the first one. But as you can see, my box has got a hole in it, but apart from that it was okay. Now you probably think to yourself, well, if it's got a hole in it, why didn't you turn it over so we could see the other side of the box? Because that's got a great big thing that takes up the whole box with my address on it, so that's why. So let's have a look and see what we've got. I have sort of opened it and had a brief glance at what you get. So this says, thank you for choosing Paper Pumpkin, and it says it in English, German and French, and then basically just tells you how to put stamps onto the block. Now in the first one you get one of these D blocks that you get in most of the kits, but once you've started the subscription, from what I understand, you don't get any more blocks. So you get one with your first one and then that's it, which in some ways is quite good because every time you get a stamping kit you get one of those blocks. I mean, it has been useful because I've taken most of the spare ones are at church now for the crafting sessions we do on a Friday, so that's come in handy. But otherwise you'd be drowning in all of these. So yeah, so that's what they do with that. Then you get this little thing that says how amazing it is to have this and join the community, and then there's a what's it, QR code. I put that there if you want to have a look at that. Okay, so that's that, and then it comes with one of these little stamping spots, which as you know is going to go straight over there. Oh, there's the block. For some reason I thought I'd taken the block out, but there's the block. It says, say hello to your new stamping block. How do you use it? Just place the stamp on the acrylic block, apply ink, stamp your project and repeat. P.S. This block is an important stamping tool, so be sure to keep it where you can find it for future projects. Yeah, I can't even open the bag. It's difficult sometimes putting things that are see-through where you can see them, but I've got a box now. Can I show this to you? I've got this purple box that I keep most of my blocks in, and in fact I've got a little pile here which I can put back in. I've got another little pile over there that I'm going to keep out in case I need them for this. Right, so you get your D block. Well, I call it a D block. I'm not sure if it actually is a D block, but that's what I'm calling it. So if I can get that label off, I can use that bag for something else. If I can't get the label off, I won't. Okay, I'll come back to that. So then you've got a set of stamps. Oh, now, what's this set? Oh, well, I'll tell you what this set is called when I get to the bit that tells me. So we've got some stamps. So we've got thanks, happy birthday, older, wiser, better, you are a lifesaver, you are an inspiration, dad, son, happy Father's Day, 3 little seagulls, some pampas grass, and a twirly patterny bit, which I'm not quite sure what that... Oh, rope. That's probably rope. Could be rope, because it's a sort of a beach seaside themed kit, from what I remember. Right, so here's the rest of it. And it comes all lovely wrapped up in this tissue paper. So nothing else underneath. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Give us a bit more space. So we've got your stamps. I've got a block. And then, here we go. It's called Lakeside Retreat. Now this coordinates with some of the stuff in the new catalogue. Now, Stampin' Up have changed how they do their catalogues. They used to do an annual catalogue, which lasted from the beginning of May to the end of April. And then they do a winter mini catalogue and a January mini catalogue. But they're not doing that anymore. Now they are doing 3 small catalogues per year. So you'll get a January to April, May to August, and then September to December. So this coordinates with stuff that's in the new catalogue, which looks like this. Except yours won't have my copy written all over the front. So yeah, it's a lot thinner than the annual catalogue, but it's thicker than the small catalogues they have. Now I can hear funny noises, you probably can't hear them. I'm filming this on the May Bank Holiday Sunday afternoon, and we have the Llandudno Victorian Extravaganza going on, and also the Transport Festival, where there's lots of lorries, buses, trucks, tractors, cars, motorbikes. If it's transport of any kind, it's there, except for trains, obviously, because they need tracks. Although we had a steam train come yesterday, so we popped up to have a look at that. But this time of the evening, on the Saturday, the Sunday, on the Monday, I think they'll have gone home by then. Most of the, some of the vehicles actually drive all the way around the outside of Llandudno. They come right past the end of our road, and of course they toot their horns, which I can hear. Oh, and traction engines as well. We get loads of traction engines. I love a traction engine, me. Ooh. When we used to live in Sussex, we lived not far from the Arundel Museum, and they had some traction engines there. I was probably the only person who would get stuck behind a traction engine with a really big smile on my face. Everybody else would be going, no, we've got to go 2 miles an hour now. I loved it. I didn't care. So what else do we get with this kit? We've got these little stick-on pebbles and some mini dimensionals. Excuse me, some tear and tape. I love these bags, they're so useful for loads of stuff. In fact, I'll put it straight over there in my little receptacle. So, tear and tape and those. Now, what's this? Oh, this looks like matting layers. So there's 3 blue matting layers there. Oh, look at these envelopes. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? Look at that. So you get 9 of those, so obviously you can make 9 cards. So we have 3 cards with this on the front and some tartan, yes, I suppose that's tartan on the back, plain inside. 3 cards which are, yeah, to look like plain wood, so it doesn't really matter which way around those go. And get these 3 with this lovely stripe. Oh, what's the word I want? It looks like watercolour stripes. Anyway, they look good, so I will probably, I might only do 1 card out of this kit, so I'll take 1 of each so that I've got them to hand, and then I'll decide which one I'm going to do. Actually, I'll put those back in there. Those back in there. And then we've got a sheet of, I can never think what these are called, sort of banners. What you can stamp your sentiments on, so they're mostly slightly large rectangle, and then there's these ones which have got a curved edge. And then there's some more ones for sentiments as well, or possibly for going behind sentiments. Then, oh, we've got 3 sheets of die cuts. So we've got this lovely round scene with a cabin on a lake, a bicycle, a fish, a life jacket, a couple of oars, a nice square sea view, and some of the tartan. And then, oh yes, we've got 3 of these. So these are like hanging signs, which I'll probably do the one that needs the hanging sign so you can see exactly how it's used. So there's 3 sheets of those as well, and that's it, I believe. Yeah. So I will put those there. I will just have a quick shufty at the instructions. Again, it's similar to any of the kits. You get the instructions showing you what's in the kit, and how to make the cards and what you need for each card. So, yes, now this is the other thing that I was slightly confused. I was thinking, why are they doing cards that say Happy Father's Day? Because it's not Father's Day yet, but it is in June, so I suppose they're getting ready to do it in June. Unless, of course, in America it might be earlier. I don't know. So the idea is that one of them is a Father's Day card, one's a birthday card, and the other is a Father's Day card, or a Thanks Dad card. Now, neither of us needs a Father's Day card at the moment. Well, at the moment, anymore, because neither of us have any fathers to give any cards to, but I could put this on the church charity table, because somebody might want one for their dad and they'll go, oh, I like that. Right, okay, so so it shows you everything that you need. So let's get the bits, the elements. Elements, that's the posh word, isn't it? Elements, not bits. The elements that we need for this. So we need a little fishy fish, some of the pebble stickers, the tartan strip, what else I need? One of these, and where's that other one? One of these, which is the little hanging thingamy-bob. Okay, so let's put that up there. Let's put those up there. Then I'm going to need some acrylic blocks. Right, so which one did I say we were going to do? Oh, it is, yes, it's that one. It's this one. So that's good. So we've got that. We've got that. We've got those. And we've got those too. So I will stamp onto the white thing, and then it's going to stick on there like that. And then with the 2 little notchy bits, it's going to look as though it's hanging from something. So we've got those 2 bits, the fish, the stripe. Okay, so now we need some blocks. Now some of these stamps are quite small. So we need the pampas grass type thing, which will fit on there very nicely. Which one? Oh, we also want the seagulls in the distance. Which way do they go up? They go that that way, I think. I know, I could do with one of my tiddlers for that. Oh, I'm gonna have to get my box out again now. Now, is that too small? Yeah, it's just a bit. So the tiddlers are too small. I will have. Sure, I've got another small one. Yes, small one that's slightly larger than the tiddler. Okay, so that's the seagulls. I'll keep this out while I'm about it. And we also want, oh yeah, the thing that looks like rope. Now I just want a tiny, well, not a tiny little, yeah, one of these. This is a G block. So they're nice because they're quite small. Sorry if you're getting my head in. Oh no, you're not getting my head. That's okay. And Happy Father's Day. And the other one, which says you are an inspiration. Okay, so we want Happy Father's Day. So yeah, another one of my little but not so little blocks. That's that one. Move that out of the way because I don't think I'm going to need that. I mean, obviously you can do all of this just using the one block, but you have to keep taking them on and off all the time. This way, because I've got several, I can get everything out that I need. And what was the other one? You are an inspiration. You are an inspiration. I have to say, that's not an epithet. Is that the right word? Anyway, that's not. You couldn't describe my dad as an inspiration, unfortunately. He was a lovely man, but he wasn't inspiring. There we go. Okay, let me just put my block box back. Okay, now what colour is it we've got? So Peaceful Pine is the colour of the ink spot. Now Peaceful Pine, I believe, is one of the new in colours. It is. Oh, that's handy. I get to use those. I'm going to do another video on the new in colours and the new containers. So we'll open that. Now there's several things about these new containers. They're slightly different to the old ones. So they are slightly longer but slightly narrower. And they're magnetic. So, although I don't know how that's going to make anything easier particularly, but you know, it is what it is. So, okay, so on the back again, the same as you did with the old ones, you get your little stickers that you can put. So I will probably put one on the top and one on the bottom, because unlike the old ones where you open them up like this and it's all one piece and you slide it back there and then close it up like that, these new ones are completely separate. So I mean, you can sit the one on top of the other. Yeah, oh, this will be exciting. It'll be the first time I've used this one, so I will put that there. I suppose I best put that underneath it. Oh, yes, oh, and because they're magnetic, it only just holds though. No, it does hold, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to, before I use all of these to actually stamp on anything proper, I'm just going to give them a, oh, move that out of the way so that I can get to my chamois. Right, so that's Stamp that on there. I always like to do this a couple of times just to make sure I'm going to get good coverage. So that's that one. Can you see? Oh yeah, you can just about see what I'm doing because it's just out of camera shot. But I don't want it to be right in camera shot. Ooh. They've also changed, I don't know what you call it, the fabric of the actual ink bit. The old ones are a sponge, or spongy sort of material, like a closed cell foam thing, but these are like going back to the old-fashioned felt. So we will see how they get on. I've also got the new black that they've got. Oh dear, that's a bit. Oh, ha! I've got my birds flying upside down. I think they'll look better that way around. Yes. And then there's the pampas. It's not pampas grass. It's bulrushes. Bulrushes. We used to have loads of those around the outside of my old school in Weston-super-Mare, because we had loads of reens, or dykes as they are called in different parts of the country. Oh, I do like a bulrush. I haven't seen one for donkey's years. And then, oh, I'm just going to put this on so it's a bit straighter. I can get it to unstick from my fingers and then unstick from there. Oh, come on. Right, go on, stand up. Right, you might just get my head in shot. I'll try not to. Oh, I couldn't get it to go straight, so I just have to make sure that when I stamp it, I have the stamp straight, even though the block isn't straight. Okay, yeah, so that is a sort of a rope effect, that one. Okay, right, I'm sure there's something else I need. Let me just get the instructions, which are now underneath everything. You can tell I haven't done a video for a while, can't you? Dear, oh dear, it's like my first time. So, I need this little, this little white thing here. Oh, you can't see that. I'll put it there. Yeah, you can see that now. So I need to put the little ropey effect thing on the top and the bottom. In fact, what I might do is stamp Happy Father's Day first in the middle. Like that. And then do the little rope effect at the top and the bottom. So that will go there. And just lifting that up so I can see I'm actually putting ink on it. And there. Lovely. Now, I think I've forgotten to get one of the other bits out. Yes, so I need one of these that remind me of the old labels that used to get on the front of drawers in the library, where we could go to tell. That's how we used to do it in the old days, folks. Have you got such and such a book by such and such a person? Follow me and let's look in the drawer. So you'd pull a drawer and there'd be hundreds of cards in there with the authors' names and what books we've got. Yeah, nowadays you just go, no. Right, so I'm doing You Are an Inspiration onto this little bit. I'm just going to make sure it, yes, it is going to fit. Yeah, so I'm not decided yet whether or not I'm going to be a regular paper pumpkin person or not. I do follow a lady on YouTube who does, she doesn't show you the cards that they show you the instructions for in the paper pumpkin kit. She shows her take and various other versions that you can do, and how you can use it so that it doesn't look, they don't all look exactly the same, which I think is quite good. And her name is Wearman's Whimsy. I'll put her details in the bit, you know, what's it called? The bit where I tell you things and nobody reads it. That bit. I'll do that. Okay, so I need now to put the birds and the bulrushes. The birds and the bulrushes. The birds. Where have I put? Oh, there they are. Bulrushes. On the card. So the birds need to go in the top left hand corner. About there. Actually, I might, oh, do that again. There we go. So birds there. Oh yeah, that's nice. Lush, as they would say down Bristol way. Oh, that's funny because we popped out to the extravaganza today and there's between the town centre and where the transport festival is, there are free buses, but they're not just ordinary buses, they're all old buses, and one of them was an old Bristol bus, and I thought, oh, it's like coming home. It's just like the buses that I used to get on as a child going into town, or if I was going to Bristol from Weston. The pattern and the colours of the seats are exactly the same. It was brilliant. And there's just been another few honks gone past, so that's probably the lorries. It's interesting having a church service on the extravaganza day because obviously, well, I say obviously, you probably don't know that, but our church is right in the centre of town. So say this card is the actual church. There's a small car park here that belongs to the town hall, which is here. And then there's a huge, I say huge, there's a large car park over here, which is round the back of our church. And that's full of fun fair stuff. So yeah, it's interesting doing a church service and having to compete with the music of the rides. Okay, so that goes about there. Oh, there we go. And also outside the front of the church, so this part of the street is blocked off. Excuse me. And that was full of traction engines all going whoop whoop. Yeah, so interesting church service. You just have to speak up and sing a lot. Okay, so we have got, now it's telling me to put this up on dimensionals. Do I want to put it up on dimensionals or do I want to stick it flat? Go on, I'll stick it on dimensionals. In fact, let me get some that I've got previously open rather than starting a new one. I've got loads in here that I can use, which are they the same size? Yeah, they're the same size. So yeah, I've got quite a few in here that I haven't actually started yet, so I'll put that over there. Okay. In fact, no, I'm going to use the larger ones. I'll use the smaller ones obviously for when I need them to be smaller, but these I think will be better because I'll use less of them. Okay, so think it'll give it more substance as well. Yes, the extravaganza is one of those things that sort of splits the town in two, almost, yeah, physically, because it shuts off a couple of the streets anyway, and I don't know what the other word is that I want, but anyway, half of the people in town love it, the other half hate it, and oh, it's the extravaganza again. But you know, it brings money in. Shops are open longer. There's lots more stuff going on. We used to have a brilliant parade every day at about 1 o'clock. So all the traction engines and some posh cars and some other old cars and people all dressed up in Victorian gear. It's fantastic. Right. In fact, you can win a prize if you dress up in Victorian gear. You can win a prize. And every year, I said to you next year I'll dress up in Victorian. I still haven't. But I know plenty of people who do. There used to be a lady that came to our church and she had the most beautiful long red hair. And she had this beautiful dress with a crinoline and everything, the lot. And it was the most gorgeous teal or peacock colour. Oh, and she just looked stunning. Right, so I'm going to put that there. Okay, what do I want next? So it tells me which I need, if it's tear and tape or dimensionals. So okay, so I want to put this onto this. Now, I could use the tear and tape, but as I have my trusty old Scotch tape gun, which I have had a long time. I think the children were quite small when I bought this. One's 34 now, so just got a little bit of glue just sticking over the edge. Okay, so that goes on there like that, and then that I will use the small dimensionals. Make sure I've got it the right way around. So I need to put 3 of the dimensionals here. There's another lorry just gone round, and another one, and it says use the tear and tape, but I prefer to use this. I do use the tear and tape occasionally. Right, so this is going to go about there, so that the edge matches up with the edge of the little tartan bit, although actually I've just noticed theirs is slightly further in, but mine's matching up with the edge. Then I want You Are an Inspiration, which I can't pick up, as my fingers are deciding they're not having any. Here we go. So that needs a tiny bit of glue there, and two of these at this end. And then this goes so that it looks as though these two little tabs are hanging from this. So that does need to go over slightly more. That goes to the edge. Oh, I haven't taken the backs off the dimensionals. Just a bit of glue around there. Right, okay, so we'll do that so that lines up with the edge of the card. You are an inspiration. And then, where's my little fish gone? There it is, my little fishy fish. That goes above there. So it says to put 2 dimensionals on, but I think I can get away with 1, to be honest. Remember to take the back off that. There we go. Lovely. And then, oh, I need my, oh, where's that gone? I need my picky uppy tool, which is hiding behind here. Oh, no it's not. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Hiding behind somewhere else. I need to put some of these, so I need 3 of the large ones, or 3 of the, 3 of the rounder ones, and 2 of the flatter ones. Now I'm going to have to take my specs off to see where they actually want me to put them. Okay, so the 3 roundy ones go there, and the 2 flatty ones, oh no, 2 roundy ones and a okay. I know all the technical terms, I just don't use them. Oh, they're going to be. Okay, let's do the other end. Let's use the spatula end. That might work better. Or it might not work at all. Oh, yeah, there's one. Oh, come on. Now, yes, I think I would need to pick them up the other way round. So, I'll put one there. Of course, now it's stuck to my spatula. I haven't quite got the hang of how to actually get this. It's stuck to my thumb. It was stuck to the spatula. Right, let's turn these this way. Oh no, I have got it the right way round. Just need to get them off. Aha. Round, round, and flatter. Just go in the corner. And then a flat one there, and a round one. Probably can't quite see that because I've got it just out of camera. There we go. So let me do the bit that I should have done first. It wouldn't be one of my videos if I hadn't forgotten to do that. So there we go. Excuse me. So I've got the little pebble stickers. That's the bulrushes and the birdies, the tartan bit down the side, and then the little thing that looks like a sign. And then, obviously, put it together with the matching envelope, which I will remember to burnish. And there you have a lovely Father's Day card. I must remind our kids that we're going to be away on Father's Day. Are we going to be away on Father's Day? Or is it just our anniversary? No, because I think Father's Day is around about the 16th-ish, isn't it? So, oh no, we will be back. Yeah, so there we go. A nice card. Obviously there's 2 other cards of style that you can make, but then again you can make anything you like using any sentiment you like. I should probably go more for birthday cards than Father's Day cards with the rest of them, But as I said, I will try and do that video with the new in colours. So the new in colours are the only ones at the moment that have got the new magnetic cases. Cases, that's the word. I was going to say boxes, but they're not boxes, they're cases. Right, that's me for now. Hwyl am y tro.